What's going on, everyone? Samir Chibane here, founder of the eCom Incubator, where we help people start and scale their e-commerce business. And today I want to record a video on this brand right here, okay, called Italy. All right, I'm actually here downtown Boston with my cousin and my brother. My cousin just came in from France, so we're showing him around Boston. But now, one of the things that, if you've been following my channel for a while here, you obviously know how important I stress, or how strongly I suggest that you actually build a real brand when it comes to an e-commerce business, rather than just trying to drop ship. Okay, so here's 3 tips about how to build a 6-figure brand. Okay, 3 tips to easily build a 6 or 7-figure brand. Okay, now this store right here, Italy, we're going to use that as an example. Now, when it comes to any type of product that you're trying to sell, most likely there's going to be other people selling it. As a matter of fact, you want there to be competition, because that means there's actually buyers. Okay, you never want to be the first person to sell something, and you definitely don't want to be the last. There's a great book called Crossing the Chasm that actually breaks down trends. Okay, breaks down trend patterns into 5 segments. All right, the first segment is there innovators, people who actually innovate things, like the iPhone developers, or just big, geeks that love technology, are probably the first ones that, lined up outside of Apple. Okay, then you got the early majority, the people that hopped in after the first, second, third iPhone came about, once the price went down a little bit. And then you got the innovators, the early adopters, then the early majority, then the late majority, and then the laggards at the end. Okay, great book called Crossing the Chasm. You guys should check it out, read up on it. But essentially, you want to come in at a perfect point in between the early adopters, right? Early adopters / early majority. Now, this brand right here, Italy, is they actually decided to, right? I'm sure decided to start their own supermarket, in a sense, right? So they're really competing with, brands like Whole Foods, brands like Stop and Shop, brands like Safeway, Trader Joe's. But how can they come in and still be able to dominate? Because you can't come in and just copy what every other people are doing. And that's essentially what a lot of e-commerce entrepreneurs do to begin with. Okay, all they want to do is just copy and paste what other people are doing. Then they get upset and annoyed and frustrated and stressed when they're not making any results, because, well, they're just copying. All right, the idea is to model after what's working. And so Italy right here, notice that high-end food stores, or we'll just call them grocery stores. Okay, realize that high-end grocery stores is actually a great market for them. Okay, they saw Whole Foods crushing it, so they were like, how can we come in and also get a piece of this high-ticket grocery food market? Okay, and essentially the first thing they decided to do is to position themselves differently. All right, and what they did really well is they decided to focus only on Italian food. All right, they only focus on Italian food, Italian drinks, Italian cheese, wine, crack. I mean, you name it. Everything, literally every single thing in there is Italian. So you, first of all, what you got to do is you got to be able to pick your brand positioning. All right, so the first tip I want to give you is pick your brand positioning. And brand positioning is all about differentiating yourself in the marketplace, but also sticking to one thing. Okay, I just actually sent out an email on circle of competence, which is the idea of just picking, a specific opportunity, skill sets, or domain, and just conquering it. Okay, making it your obsession. And what they've done here, the guys over at Italy, is they've made that Italian food or groceries their circle of competence. So there's nobody else that knows more about Italian food than they do. Okay, nobody else, no other competitor of theirs in the grocery food chain market can actually say, hey, we're better at stocking, quality Italian food. No competitor can say that. So that's the first thing. Okay, pick your brand positioning. You got to position yourself differently, or let your people know how you're different than the competitors in the marketplace. Okay. So the second thing is congruency. All right, and the one thing that you notice here as soon as you walk into Italy, again, every single item is based on the Italian culture. Okay, so they got T-shirts, cookbooks, they got Even their signs are in Italian. Even their tags, right? Their price tags are in Italian as well. I mean, the chances of there being a lot of Italian people in here in Boston is, I mean, there's definitely a huge Italian community, but it's not enough that they had to do it. I'm sure they did it for brand reasons, for congruency reasons. Okay, so one thing that a lot of beginner e-commerce entrepreneurs make, one mistake a lot of e-commerce entrepreneurs make, is they completely ignore the idea or the importance of congruency. So their ads look one way, okay, look one specific aesthetic. Their store is a whole nother different kind of aesthetic, color scheme. And their emails are a whole different color scheme, okay? And then their Google ads are a whole different color schemes. They have absolutely no congruency. If you walk in, those are the dominant colors within the shop, okay? So it's like that burgundy slash, kind of cheese yellow, I guess we can call it. But the importance of congruency when it comes to your color schemes, to your offer especially, okay, to your offer. So when you walk in, it is literally not one single item, again, that is not Italian. As a matter of fact, they even make a joke in their sign for the bathroom says toilette, which is French. But then under it says, hey, we know this is French, but we don't sell any French food here. Okay, all we do is sell Italian food. So that's the second. Now the third thing is value positioning, okay? Value, or your value proposition, I should say. And your value proposition is really a mix between your mission statement as well as your brand positioning. Okay, so these guys right here, if you look at their, it says Alti Cibi, but I believe if you go in there, they promise high quality Italian food. Okay, high quality Italian food. So that's their value proposition. Okay, it's Italian food only, and it's high quality. So therefore, you're gonna have to pay a pretty penny to get food from there. All right, so just to kind of bring it back from the top here, the first tip is brand positioning. Okay, these guys came into the grocery food market, decided to position themselves as the best when it comes to Italian food. Okay, so boom, there you go, Italy, right? And you can even tell just by the brand exactly what it's about. Italy, right? Eat Italian food. The second tip was congruency, okay? Everything from colors to your offer to your message to your positioning. Okay, so you're not gonna walk in and they're gonna be like, oh, look, we got a little section here for French food and Greek food. It's like, no, 100% Italian, they stick to it. It's their circle of competence, all right? And third tip for you is a value proposition, okay? It's a mix of, your mission statement, which is gonna be high quality Italian food, okay, directly from Italy, and the I said brand positioning and mission statement. All right, so high quality Italian food. All right, so right away in that simple little value proposition there, simple sentence, less than 10 words, the consumer knows exactly what they're gonna get, why this grocery store chain here is different than any other ones that are around here, like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, whatever it is. Okay, so hopefully that helps, ladies and gentlemen. Now, one thing I do want to suggest, if you want to learn more about micro branding or how to actually start and scale an e-commerce micro brand, I want to actually go ahead and share a free case study with you. Okay, you can access it by clicking the link down below. Not only are we going to show you the brand, okay, I know that it's pretty rare for people in this space, right, quote unquote gurus in this space, to actually show you what the fuck they're doing. So I'm going to go ahead, pull the curtain back on one of our micro brands, show you exactly how we found the product, show you how we branded it, talk about some of these things that we talked about here, and the kind of results that we generate with that micro brand. Okay, so we took it from 0 to 195 or 97,000 in less than 37 days because of key points and similar things that I just shared with you here on this video. So I'd much rather just show you it in action. I know I showed you here a grocery food chain, but I want to show you an e-commerce micro brand of ours and how we did it from start to finish. Okay, so click the link down below, go grab your free case study so you can learn how to start and scale your own e-commerce micro brand. All right, and also if you got value from this video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.